Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Echo. Welcome back today to a Minecraft Console Edition title update 46 video. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to know about the new end. The new end cities, Rebirthing the Ender Dragon, and much more. A lot of you are confused because some of your worlds are spawning with no end cities or no end ship, meaning that you guys think you have to restart again. You don't. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. It really wasn't explained to us in great detail. Even I didn't know until recently. So, the first thing I want to share with you guys is if you're going to play, maybe you've got an old world where you've already killed the Ender Dragon, and that is the reset end option you're looking for. So, for example, going back to a very old Seed Saturday showcase, if I go into more options, go into world options, of course, previously we had reset the nether, but there's now reset the end. It says, when enabled, the end world will be recreated with the new end features, including end gateways, end cities, and the tourist plants. Now, if you click on this and you go to load up a world, it says, don't reset the end or reset the end. Of course, guys, reset the end is the option you're looking for in your older worlds, meaning that the Ender Dragon should be there again. If not, we can rebirth the Ender Dragon. So, I've got a brand new world that I'm going to be going in. I'm going to teach you everything down to the basics of this. It's a lot simpler than you do think, because on Minecraft Console Edition, unfortunately, we do not have a unlimited world in the end, meaning that the end cities are very, very tiny, but we can have multiple at one time. So, the first thing I want to teach you guys about is, of course, the end crystals. These are used for rebirthing the Ender Dragon. These can be crafted in survival. You need 7 pieces of glass around the outside. You need a gas tier on the bottom middle, and you need an eye of the Ender right in the middle. And this will create these. Now, if you guys don't know how to craft it, again, this simple. It's like this. I'm showing you with the PC crafting, but for the automatic crafting, as long as you have the correct resources, you should not have a problem. Now, these can be placed on 2 blocks and 2 blocks only. They cannot be placed on grass. They can only be placed on bedrock, which is used to rebirth the Ender Dragon, or in fact on obsidian, which is something that you guys can use in the overworld. Maybe you're having a creative mini game that you're making with your friends. These can be used, but be very careful with these guys because they do have a blast radius. So if I put this on here and I blow it up, it would do exactly what it does in the end and explode. Now, for some reason in the overworld, it doesn't really do any damage to blocks. I do not know if that's a bug. If not, then console got lucky, because normally on PC or Pocket Edition, it explodes like TNT. Okay, so of course, it's time to go to the end. This is where things get really, really interesting. So let's head in and let me teach you everything you need to know. So the first thing that we're going to have to do here, guys, is of course kill the Ender Dragon. Now, of course, you know how to kill the Ender Dragon. On Minecraft Console Edition, unfortunately, there is still a barrier in the end, meaning that this is the end of the end, meaning that the end cities is its own world on its own. So, of course, we need to destroy all of these. Let's kill the Ender Dragon, and I'll show you guys what to do next. Okay guys, so upon killing the Ender Dragon, of course, in an old world, that means that the Ender Dragon is completely gone. You cannot kill him again unless you create a new world. But things have definitely changed. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you can get multiple eggs. I'll let you guys go and explore that for yourself. But the Rebirthing Ritual, I'm going to show you how that does work. Now, you need 4 end crystals, okay? And they have to be placed in this specific order. So 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. And before I place down the last one, guys, no matter what, when you rebirth the Ender Dragon, the end gateway will still be open. Just so you guys are informed about that. But let's place this down. It will start to do the ritual, which will beam up into the air, and it will repower all of these end crystals around here, which will then, of course, rebirth the Ender Dragon. It's a pretty cool process, which means that you can fight the Ender Dragon multiple times in your world, which is a great experience. I think it's absolutely huge. Get away, Mr. Enderman. And once the final one is done, the Ender Dragon will respawn above here, meaning that again, you can of course kill the Ender Dragon, which is such a game changer. We're going to come back and kill him in a second, but before we do this, the other thing I want to do is I want to go to the end city, because this is where some of you guys are really confused. So the Ender Dragon is back, however the end gate is still there. To go through it, you need an Ender Pearl. So once I throw this through here, now in some cases, some of you haven't been lucky enough to get an end structure. Now if you don't end up with an end structure, yes, you're very unfortunate, but there is a second way to get this, and this requires you to kill the Ender Dragon once again, which will then bring you a brand new island. Now the end cities host the Shulker, they host a lot of awesome loot, and of course they host the ship. Now this ship is really important because this ship is where you get the Elytra and also the Dragon Head. The Dragon Head will always be on the front of the ship. As you guys can see, it's popped up a screen because that's the first time I've seen it. But of course the Elytra themselves are underneath. Now there's going to be some goodies in here as well, such as some potions. Further down here, we of course are going to have a Shulker with 2 chests, and loot in this chest is the best. It comes with the best loot. Like, you're talking like diamond stuff, unbreaking, plus mending on this iron boots. And this one, a diamond pick, and of course, the Elytra is right there as well. So each end ship features 1 Elytra, meaning that each end only features 1 Elytra, unless you do what I'm about to do next. So, of course, it's time to go back through the portal. We need to refine the end gate, wherever it is. It's right here. Let's go through here, and then, of course, let's kill the Ender Dragon one more time. The reason why I'm showing you guys the Ender Dragon be killed once again, and this is really important, so you guys need to take this into consideration. Once you've killed him, it looks like unfortunately another egg doesn't spawn, but if done correctly, another end gate should open, and as you guys can see, we have a second end gate. So this is the first one we went into, and that had an end city. This one is going to be very different from that one. It's a different island, just so you guys are informed. So let's go through this one. This is the new one that we just unlocked. And as you guys can see, this one is very different from the first one I showed you. And unfortunately, with this one, it did not come with an end city structure. So be informed about that one. You're going to be unlucky sometimes. Sometimes you're going to be extremely lucky like I was in the first one. But hopefully this does help you out. If you guys don't get one for a second time, of course, the next thing you're going to have to do is, of course, you're going to have to kill the Ender Dragon one more time. It kind of sucks for console version, but that is how it works. Hopefully this video does help you out. If it does, be sure to thumbs it up. Guys, be sure to share this video. Be sure to tweet it out. Be sure to share with your friends because a lot of people will be confused about this. I've been Echo. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.